In this video, we're going to go over some practice problems relating to the introductory lesson that we saw on the mole. In the last video, you reviewed the molar mass concept and the concept of the mole. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how to convert masses to moles. So you need to remember some of the variables. For the mass, which is in grams. So for example, that's what you'd be measuring if you had a balance in a lab. Let's say I said you needed 5 grams of NaCl. That's represented by the letter little m. And if you want to find the mass in grams, so this is in grams, the units are important, you're going to use the formula little m is equal to little n. This means the number of moles. So this unit is in mole, MOL or MOLE, if you're not abbreviating, times the molar mass, either big M or big M, big M. And this is in grams per mole. So if you want to find the mass from the number of moles that you have to do number of moles times molar mass of that particular substance. So let's do a sample problem together. You are given 8.63 grams of sulfur. How many moles of sulfur do you have? So in this case, we're not trying to find the mass, we're trying to find the number of moles. Let's write down the information that we have. We have mass, little m, is equal to 8.63 grams. We're looking for little n, the number of moles. But there's also something else given to us here that is not given to us directly, but indirectly. The molar mass of sulfur. You know to go to your periodic table to find what the molar mass of sulfur is. So in this situation, we have sulfur, which is represented by S8. Remember that sulfur is one of those polyatomic elements. So it's never going to be found alone in nature. It's going to be found combined to 8 other sulfurs. So the molar mass of S8, let's go up and take a look, of sulfur is 32.06, but we have S8. So it's going to be 8 times 32.06 grams per mole. Which is equal to, you can put that in your calculator, 8 times 32.06, 256.48 grams per mole. And your goal is to find the number of moles. You know the general equation that deals with mass and moles is m is equal to n times molar mass. I'm just going to write it as big M for now. But keep in mind it could also be written as big M, big M. So what you need to do is solve for little n. So if you want little n to be alone, you need to get rid of big M. Notice that big M is being multiplied. So to get rid of something that's being multiplied, you divide. So you're going to do m is equal to n times big M divided by big M. Now if you divide by big M on one side, you have to do so on the other side to maintain the equality. You'll notice though that because you have big M over big M divided by big M, that cancels out. So what you're left with is n is equal to m, little m, over big M, the molar mass. So now you can use your equation. n, little n, is equal to little m over big M. You can plug in the data that you're given. So we'll do little m is 8.63 grams divided by the molar mass of sulfur, which is 256.48 grams per mole. Write all your units in, and notice that you have grams over grams, so they cancel out. And what you have left is moles. So using your unit calculation, you can see that you did the right step. So now you can do 8.63 divided by 256.48, and that gives you 0.0336 moles of sulfur. So when you're given mass and molar mass, you can find moles. If you were given moles and molar mass, you could find mass. Let's take a look at the next question. So let's just erase this. In our next question, you have 6.3 moles of nitrogen atoms. We didn't say nitrogen molecule, we said nitrogen atoms, so we really mean you have just N, not N2, but nitrogen atoms. If we had said nitrogen, then you would have assumed N2. But we just have nitrogen atoms in this case. So let's write down what you're given. You're given N is equal to 6.3 moles. And you're also given, indirectly, the molar mass of nitrogen. You go in your periodic table, you'll see that the molar mass of nitrogen is 14.01 grams per mole. And what you're asked for in this case is how many grams of nitrogen atoms do you have? You're asked for little m. So we can actually use our equation, little m is equal to little n, the number of moles, times the molar mass. You can plug your numbers in, your information in. Make sure you put all your units. So 6.3 moles multiplied by 14.01 grams per mole. What you'll notice is you have mole over mole. So you can cross the moles out and you're left with what you need, the grams. So we have 14.01 times 6.3, and that gives us 88.263 grams of nitrogen atoms in 6.3 moles. So now we're going to go try the last problem. I'll start you off, and then what you can do is you can pause the video and finish it off on your own, and then unpause when you're done to see if you have the right answer. So write down what you're given. You have N is equal to 1.4 moles. You also have the molar mass by looking at your periodic table of Na, NO3. You'll have to add up the molar masses of all these elements. So if you go in your periodic table, you'll see that sodium is 22.99, so 22.99, plus nitrogen is 14.01, plus, don't forget to multiply oxygen by 3 because there's 3 of them, 3 times 15.99, and that gives you 84.97 grams per mole. You're asked to find the mass, which is N times molar mass. You can plug in your numbers, so 1.4 moles times 84.97 grams per mole. You can cross out your units, mole over mole, and you end off with grams.